You are watching Christ Channel Network, CCN. This is a moment to enjoy the best of love, the best of life, and the very best of everything with Emmanuel Adetula. I am continuing the narrative of my book where I stopped yesterday. The title of the book is The Plan of God is Different from the Purpose of God. Plan of God is different from his purpose. The book is available at Amazon in paperback and in download format anywhere around the world. God is making a covenant with Abraham. God promised to bless his descendants and make them his own special people in return. Abraham was to remain faithful to God, to serve as a channel through which God's blessing could flow to the rest of the whole world. So this purpose of God is different from the plan that God had for Hagar and the domestic servant of Abraham. But Hagar did not understand the difference between the plan of God for her life and the purpose of God through her husband to the rest of the world. This is what led to Hagar and Ishmael being sent away from the rich man's house after 14 years of Ishmael being Abraham's only son. Because Ishmael himself is a plan of God with the support of his mother Hagar. But both of them are ignorant that the plan of God and the purpose of God can be staying together. That does not mean that they are the same thing, and that the plan of God and the purpose of God cannot operate with the same mindset, working towards the same goal and objectives in a man's life. So Ishmael despises the crowding of this purpose of God, not knowing that the plan of God is what you first enjoy in your life before the purpose of God shows up. And someone has to go when bitterness boils into the plan of God, mocking the purpose of God. That is why God said to Abraham, don't play game with me because you love your son from this slave girl. Listen to your wife Sarah and get the woman and a child out of your house. Because this woman is a fool trying to mess up my purpose for your life. Let her go. And I've figured out myself as God how to fix her up because of the son she had for you. So Genesis 21:11 says, now this matter distressed Abraham greatly because it concerned his son Ishmael. But God said to Abraham, do not be distressed about the boy. And your main servant, listen to everything that Sarah tells you. For through Isaac, the son of Sarah, your offspring will be reckoned. But I will also make a nation of the slave woman's son, because he is your offspring. Not because of this slave girl who thinks she's somebody in this house, but because her son is your offspring. No man wants to be in the place of making decisions among two women who both have children for you. At the crossroad of choosing to continue with the plan of God for your life and the purpose of God, managing the two together, or just abandon the purpose of God. A reason the cemetery is full today with men who fail to fulfill the purpose of God for their life, because they cannot let go of the plan of God, mocking the purpose of God, because they want to keep and not let go of the plan of God because of the popular opinion of men. But one thing is true, the purpose of God will come to pass anyway, because if God wants his purpose done, God can replace you to fulfill his purpose, or he can choose to simply delay it to the next generation after you are dead or too old to play in the game of life. God can replace you. Your children are covered with your blessing. If you are a blessed man of God, Whether you raise your children in your house or not, God is going to bless your children. Prophet Mohammed, the father of Islam, is said to have been from the line of Ishmael, which is one reason Muslims claim in the Quran their right to the promised land, Israel. Hagar is a referred woman in Islam today, since Ishmael is the father of the Arabic people. So the Quranic version of this book of Genesis I'm talking about is twisted to make Hagar the heroine of the story and her son Ishmael. So the child of promise is Isaac, but the Quran is saying the child of promise is Ishmael. So the plan of God is what you do with your own heart desire and planning, support with your career, planning with your certificate and degrees, connecting with people you know and what you know, your social connection, etc. But the purpose of God is always worked out by God himself, and irrespective of your plan or how smart you think you are or how spiritual and prayerful you think you are, all your power, your connection cannot stop the purpose of God. In my life, Abraham appears as both a man of great spiritual depth and strength and a person with common human weaknesses and needs. Every great man in life, anywhere in the world, has common human weaknesses and needs. But when you are in the house of such a man of God, set aside under the anointing of God to fulfill God's purpose on earth, you have to be very careful with what you do to him or say about him as his wife. Or else you will end up in the desert talking to the same God who called him. And God will answer you anyway. God will answer your prayer because of the child that you have for that man of God. As long as he or she is the biological child of a blessed man of God. So Hagar went off, sat down nearby, about a blow shot away, for she said, I cannot bear to watch the baby boy die. So as she sat nearby, she lifted up her voice and wept. Then God heard the voice of the boy, and the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven. I want you to note there in verse 17. God said to Hagar, arise, lift up the boy and take him by hand, for I will make him into a great nation. So what the Bible is telling us there is that God heard the voice of the boy. The Bible did not say God heard the prayer or complaint or the pain of Hagar, his mother. So Hagar can complain to as many prophets, how many pastors, how many affairs, or go from churches to churches. Hagar is blessed because God heard the cry of the boy Ishmael, because he is a son of a blessed man, Abraham. So it is not the prayer of the woman that God answered. God answered that small boy because the boy belongs to the person blessed by God. So the woman developed big head out of character, mocking her own husband's purpose. That is what sent her into the wilderness of life. So the woman can complain as long as she wants. But the help given to her is not because she is a woman of God or because she can pray. But it's because God has a future for Ishmael, her son. So God's blessing is because of the child. The child is the cover against rain and sun in the desert of life. Is Hagar shield, is Hagar protection, is Hagar grace, Hagar favor. So the blessing of God came to you, Hagar, because of the child. If not because of the cry of the boy, Hagar by now would have died in the desert. But God heard the voice of the boy. not the prayer of this arrogant, ignorant slave girl who, after being blessed to become the wife of a man with purpose of God, now see herself above the purpose of God in the life of the father of the house. So you are a lucky woman that you have a child with a man of blessing. The blood of Abraham is in that guy. God blessing is being enjoyed today. Comes from the Lord who see everything. He sees the woman, he hears the boy crying, and so despite the fact that the father of the child sent the woman out of the house with a bottle of water and a loaf of bread, with child support that can survive the woman for a day. But look at what God did in the life of Ishmael. God heard the cry of the boy, and God provided a well of water for the child. A boy you thought would die because the bottle of water his father gave him finished. But look at God. He heard the cry of the boy where you laid him in the bush, expecting him to die. And God now provided a well of water in the desert of life. Now, the boy had enough water to use for anything that he wanted to do. Even the desert till today contains OPEC crude oil. So God bless Hagar because he has a plan for her life and the life of the child. So both of them were sent of the house because there's a difference between the plan of God and the purpose of God. It's rather unfortunate that Hagar became a baby mama in the process, a single mother in the process, because she did not realize that the purpose of God has nothing to do with the weakness and the stigma of the man carrying the purpose of God upon his life. All what you should have done, Hagar, is to have shut up your mouth. Lay low with this man, with your child in the house, and be enjoying the plan of God for your life and the plan of God for your child, instead of disrespecting, ridiculing, or mocking the purpose of God in your own corrupt imagination, because you thought God has done better things for you more than the other woman, Sarah, until you begin to rough your mouth. So the woman get you out of the home. A reason you are going about saving face that it was Sarah that sent you out. No, Hagar, your mouth, your attitude, your character, your disrespect to this woman send you out of your husband's house. So your child bitterness boiled into mockery of Isaac at his winning party. So Sarah's joy and laughter flee as Suri stepped in. So she demands Abraham get rid of you, Hagar, and your son. So when Abraham did not agree with her, she contacted a spiritualist to get you out of the house. Aware of Abraham's anger, God tells him, do not be distressed about the boy and your maidservant. Listen to what Sarah tells you, because it is through Isaac that your offspring will be reckoned. So God encourages Abraham, I will make the son of the maidservant into a nation also, because he is your offspring. At the end of the day, Ishmael became the father of two religions. Abraham became the father of two religions. Isaac, Christianity, Ishmael, Islam, as we have it today in our world. That was the purpose of God for Abraham originally. The purpose of God for him was not to marry one wife and one man, one wife for 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, as we Christians boasted in the church today. That's a good plan of God. One man, one wife, 50 years, 60 years, 100 years. Never had sex in your life with another woman. That is good. That's a good level of measuring men of integrity and high standard moral. But the purpose of God in the life of Abraham colluded with this good plan that he has for his own life. And God purpose us to overshadow everything. So the plan of God is different from the purpose of God. So what happened in the life of Abraham concerning Isaac, Ishmael, Sarah, and Hagar that led to Christianity and Islam in our world today is a collusion between the plan of God and the purpose of God.